This conference will now be recorded.
Hi team, this is Venkat from Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited, Bangalore. If anyone interested to learn IT technologies, you have done BE, MTech, MCA, any graduation you have done, you're looking for any IT software training, please join to Nandini Software Solutions. We're providing the multiple technologies like ETL tools and cloud, uh, Snowflake, DataStage, Talent. These are the technologies we are going to teach it from the institute. So from this month, we are going to start IBM DataStage ETL tool. So the new batch is going to start from 9th June. The class timings morning morning 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST. If you're interested to learn IBM DataStage ETL tool, feel free to reach out this number 9538160185. The highlights of this training institute, like from the data stage. So once this is the only online training. So we're providing the after class is done, we're providing the recording videos. Along with we're covering the real-time scenarios. So we have prepared the materials. We're covering we're providing the materials, project explanation, resume preparation, mock interviews when they're conducting. If you have any doubts and clarifications, we're teaching it along with the interview questions and answers. We're explaining. So we're explaining some interview questions. This is most of the questions from which are the interviews previously attended. Those questions we're explaining. So okay. So if you want, so this is my institute website, www.nandinisoftware.com. That is the YouTube channel. So go through this YouTube channel. If you have any to follow the more updates, follow this my YouTube channel. Okay. So the job placements are also available from this institute. Feel free to reach out this number. Okay. So along with the IBM data stage, we are going to start a new batch on Snowflake. If you anyone interested to learn Snowflake with AWS, the new batch is going to start from 30th June morning 8:30 a.m. Mr. Venkat is going to teach this Snowflake with AWS. If you're interested to learn, reach out this number. So along with we're going to teach talent as well as so talent with the combination of combo Snowflake with AWS and talent ETL tool. We're going to start it from the same 30th June only. This is the combo, guys. Here 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. If anyone interested to learn this combo like Snowflake with the talent, reach out this number. Okay, so this is the meeting ID. So this is the course duration 60 days. Okay, so along with we're going to start one more SAP FICO who is done for MBA and looking for training. So this is the those people it is helpful for this SAP FICO. So the SAP FICO new batch is going to start from 16th June. Okay, so is the trainer is Mr. Narsimha Reddy. So if you want to learn, this is the online training, guys. Okay, if you want to learn SAP FICO with S4HANA, okay, so we're providing the live classes along with recording videos. S4 access, we're providing resume preparation and mock interviews. We're mentoring until you get the job. Okay, from the okay. So if you want to learn SAP FICO, so please reach out this number. Okay, so I'm sure that guys, if you learn, follow this my training classes, recording videos, whichever we're providing, and materials, you will get the job. Okay, who is seriously looking for training, uh, contact with us anytime. Okay, so as part of today, we're going to start new batch, right? 9th June 2028. The trainers we have like Mr. Seshu, he is going to teach from data stage from USA. So along with Indian, some classes were taking from Mr. Venkat. Let me start some sample scenarios. How data stage it will work. What is data stage? What is ETL? Okay. So what is ETL means? ETL stands for extract the data from different. ETL means extract the data T means transform, and L for loading. Extract the data from different sources and perform the logics and load into the target, guys. Okay, so let me show you some sample example on this data stage. Okay, so let me log in this data stage. We're going to let me log in it. Let me take some sample example and let me explain it, guys. Okay, suppose assume that by using the designer client we can develop the data stage jobs. Okay, so assume that I have one file, guys, in my computer. Okay, so in the C drive, there is a one folder is there. In that I have one file, that is file called srcemp.txt file is there. Okay, so what I want it in data stage, so what I have to do, so I have one file srcemp. So now what I want it, I want to read this file. I want to read this file via data stage. Okay, I want to read this src underscore emp dot txt file. I want to read this via data stage. Okay, and I want to load into my one folder, target folder, tgt underscore emp dot txt file. I want to generate it. While generating, I don't want to load all the records. I want to load only dept number 10 records. So okay, so how to load it? This is my example, guys. My customer is giving one file. I have to read this file via data stage, IBM DataStage, IBM InfoSphere DataStage, and I want to generate. So this is my source folder. So I want to generate into my target folder. Here I want to generate my target file name tgtemp.txt file. I want to generate it. Okay. So while generating, I don't want to load all the records. I want to load only dept number equal to 10 records. Okay, dept number 10, how many records are there, team? So when I see the first record, so header, so I want header record along with, so this is my first record dept number 10, that's the true condition. I want to load into my output section. So along with this are the dept number 10 record, these two records also I want to load it. The remaining records I don't want to load it. That is my condition, guys. That is my condition. Okay, this is the my input data. That is my input data. I want to read means in data stage. This is the text file. I want to read the data from the text file means in data stage we have to use sequential file stage. Sequential file stage. By using the sequence file stage, I can read the data from the text file, any delimited files. Okay, so I want to load the data also text file means we have to use the sequential file stage. By using the sequential file stage, I can read the data and I can write the data. I can load the data, writes the data, load the data. Okay, that is called as my output data. This is my input data. Okay, so now between I want to apply the some condition. Okay, E means extract, right? Extracting means reading the data. That reading may be text file, maybe Oracle, maybe any database. We can read it. So now here text file, right? That's why I'm using the sequential file stage. So, so now I want to apply the, this is the dept number equal to 10. That is the filter condition I want to apply it. How to apply the filter condition? Which is the stage I have to use? So I want to apply the filter means I have to use something. That something we can call as a stages. So which stage I have to use means by using the filter stage, I can filter the data. By using the filter stage, I can filter the data. Okay, so this is my scenario, guys. Customer is giving one file, that is the file name with some data. Okay, what I have to do, I have to read that one. I want to load into my target system, that is called as my destination system, that is called as my output. While loading, I don't want to load all the records. I want to load only dept number 10 records. How to load it means I have to use the filter stage. Okay, so how to develop this in data stage, we'll see, guys. Okay, so how to develop it? Let me go for the data stage. Let me log in data stage. After logging, you have to go for the file. You have to go for file menu. We have to select the new. You have to select the new. You have to select the parallel job. What is parallel job? We'll discuss in the regular classes, guys. Okay, so now I want to read the data from the text file. So my text file is available from the my computer under the source folder. So now uh, I have to read means I have to go for the palette section. In the palette section, there are stages are there, file stages. So in the file stages, sequential file, I have to take it. To read the data from the any delimited file, I have to use the sequential file stage guys. Okay. So let me take it. I have simply dragged it. So it is not responding. Wait for some time. So now, so I want to load into another text file into my target folder, right? I want to load the data into the text file means in data stage, we have to use the sequential file stage. As we discussed, we have to use the sequential file stage. So that's why I'm simply dragging the sequential file. Now, between I want to apply the filter condition, right? So that's why under the processing section, there is a filter stage is there. Under the processing section, so there is a filter stage is there. Let me simply take that filter stage, simply drag it. The first step is try to understand the requirement. After understanding the requirement, we have to use the proper stages. What are the stages are required to achieve the my customer requirement? Okay, so why I'm taking sequential file, my file having text file, that's why I'm taking my file, my target file also I want in the text file, that's why I'm taking the sequential file. Between I want to filter the data, that's why I'm using the filter stage. So this is my second step. Now what I have to do, I need to define the connection links between the stages guys. How to give the connection links between the stages means there is a general in the palette section, there is a general. So there is a link option is there. Let me select the link. Let me drag it. Okay. So from this filter stage to my target also I have to give the link, right? So let me go for general. Let me give the link. This is the one option. Okay. So first I have to take the required stages. Second step, I have to take the I have to define the connections, links between the stages. After taking the connection links, my third step, I want to define which file I want to read it, which file I want to generate it, which is the filter condition I want it, what is the condition I want to apply it. Those things I have to develop it, guys. Okay, so double click the sequential file stage, double click the sequential file stage, double click the sequential file stage. So let me double click the sequential file stage. So I have double clicked it. Let me wait for some time. It will open that path. So between when I coming to the my file, first record is a not a data guys. First record is a header. That is employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma, DEPT number. This is comma delimited text file guys. First record having header. Okay. So let me come to the my file. So my file is opened. So now I need to define the properties guys. How to define the properties? So let me browse the file, which file, where that file is located. So it is located under the source folder. So now I need to select the srcmp. There are n number of files are there. Now I want to read srcmp file. That's why I'm selecting the srcmp file guys. Let me select it. So after selecting the file path and file name, so my file having header guys. When I see the first record, it's not a data, it is called as a header record guys. First record is a header record, it's not a data. So that's why, so my file having header record, my file having column names, I have to select as a true guys. My file having header, I have to select this option true. My file don't have header, so I need to make as a false. So now let me go for the, after selecting the first line is column names true, let me go for the format section. So what is the delimiter? My file is coming. See employee number, comma, employee name. One column to another column separated by comma. Okay. So employee name separated by job is separated by comma. It means comma delimited text file, right? That's why I need to select the delimiter is comma here. So by default is comma. You don't need to change anything here. So when I coming to the my next option, in the under the code section, so my file, when you check the by default is the double is there. So when I coming to the my file, there is no codes. When I see my file structure, so there are no codes are coming, there are no single quotes, there are no double quotes. That's why I need to make as a none guys. Why I'm making none? When I check the my source file, whichever I am reading the file, that file does not contains any codes. That's why I need to make as a none guys. Okay. So after selecting the codes none, let me go for the columns. Now I have to load the columns guys. How to load the columns? So there is a load button is there. Let me click the load button, right click the table definition, Please observe carefully, team. So we can enter manually. So instead of manually, I'm importing the table definition. How to import the table definition of text file? So right click the table definition, import the table definition, import the table definition, sequential file definition. Why I am selecting the sequential file? My file as a text file, that's why delimited file, that's why I'm selecting the sequential file definition. After clicking the sequential file definition, so where the my files are located, that is the path you can click it. After selecting the path, it will display the all the files guys. Now let me select the which are the file I want to import the metadata structure, right? This is the metadata, column names, field names. So let me click the import button. When you click the import button, my file having delimiter comma, my file having header guys. First record is header record, so that's why I have to select as a true. My file having header, that's why I'm selecting as a true. First line is column names, I am selecting as a checkbox. Once you select the delimiter, once you select this checkbox, let me click the define button. See, my first record is employee number. Automatically my data stage is capturing what is the, so employee is number is coming numbers, that's why it is coming integer. Employee name is coming string, that is varchar data type. Okay, so let me click OK button. So let me, it's already imported, that's why let me click yes button. So now once import is done, now let me close it. So now I have to select, my import is done. Now I have to select, right? So that is expand the table definition, expand the sequential file definition, expand the source folder. Let me select the srcmp. Let me click OK button. So after clicking OK button, so let me click OK button. Now what I have to do, I need to write the filter condition. What is the my filter condition? Okay, as per the my requirement, I want to load only dept number 10. So let me copy this dept number column. Let me go for filter where class I'm writing dept number equal to 10. Why I'm writing dept number 10? So here my customer want to load the data only dept number 10 records. I don't want to load other records. That's why I'm using the DEPT number 10 records. DEPT number equal to 10, filter condition I'm writing. So now let me go for output section. So this left side is called as the input columns guys. Right side is called as the output columns. Let me copy the input columns to the output. Let me copy the input columns to the output. So after copying the input, let me click OK button. So now double click the target. So which file I want, where I have to generate the my output file. So double click the sequential file. So let me define the properties. Where I want to generate the output means how to generate the my output in the target folder. Let me give the tgt underscore emp dot, which is the file they wanted. That is the file name dot extension. You can enter it. Okay, so let me click OK button. So now when you open the my output file, first record I want to see the header record, so that's why I have to select true. When you select the first record header record true, the header will come. Suppose when you make it false, the header it will not come. So now let me go for format section. So my delimiter I want in the comma, so I don't want any codes, I don't want any codes in the my output file. When I open the my output file, I don't want any header record, like I don't want any codes. That's why I need to select as a none here. So now let me click OK button. So my design is done. Now I want to save the job. Let me save the job. Let me save the job. So let me create a folder. So in the job section, let me create a one folder. So new folder I'm creating, that is Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. Now, so now I want to create a new batch. We're starting, right? Let me create a, so under that one more. Okay, so let me save here. So if you want to create a new batch, a new folder also you can create it. So now I want to save the jobs under the jobs Nandini Software Solutions. Let me give job underscore demo underscore June batch, June filter. I'm filtering the data, right? That's why I'm giving filter. Now my job design is done. Now I want to compile it. If there is any errors are there, I want to check it. There is a compile button is there. Let me click the compile button. When you click the compile button, if there is any errors are there, it will display compilation error. If any property is missed or not, those things it will be checked. Now I want to load the data, right? So when I go for my target folder, it is empty. So I'm generating one new file. Let me generate it. So let me run the job. So for that, I need to run the job. Let me run the job. When you run the job, so what are the my source data? After filtering the data, it will load the data into the target. See, my source having 9 records, my tar I'm filtering the data, DEPT number 10 records, I'm loading into my target. So I'm getting only 3 records. So why I'm getting the 3 records? My DEPT number equal to 10, that condition having only 3 records, that's why I'm getting only 3 records. Other than the records, I want to get rejected into another output file. Okay, how to do that? So I want to generate the rejected file, right? So that is the text file I wanted. Let me take the sequential file stage. So by using this, so now I need to define the link. So that is I want in the rejected link. So let me right click this link, convert it to reject, convert it to reject. So now when you do the reject link, double click the filter stage, double click the filter stage, output reject by default is the, when I'm taking the rejected output, so how will identify which is the main output? See, there is a breaking the lines, guys. When you're breaking the lines, that is we can call as a rejected output. Let me go for the filter stage. So when I'm taking the rejected output, output reject by default is the false is there. When you're taking the rejected output, let me make as a true, guys. When you make as a true, it will get the reject. Okay, the data, it will go for the rejected output. Matching record, it will go for the main output. That is the condition is not matching that record, it will go for the rejected output. So what is the file I want to generate it? I want to generate the my target folder. So I want to get tgt underscore emp, tgt underscore emp rejected data dot txt file. I want to generate it. So when you open the rejected output file, I want to I want to see the first record as header record. So that's why I have to make as a true, guys. So format section. So I don't want any double quotes. That's why I'm going to make a none. So my delimiter I want comma. Let it be comma only. So now let me click OK button. So now let me save the job. Let me compile the job. Let me run the job. If you've done some changes, when mandatory, we need to compile it. So along with, we have to, if you want to run the data load, so let me run the job. So when you run the job, my job is going, so my job is running, my job is finishing. My source record having 9 records, valid record 3 record, invalid records means that my condition is not matching. What is the condition? DEPT number is equal to 10. That is not matching. That records is going for rejected output. Let me check it. My rejected output, when I open the rejected output, I have to see the other than the DEPT number 10 records. Yes, obviously I'm getting other than the DEPT number 10 records here. So as per my requirement, this is the way to develop the jobs, guys. Okay, so if anyone interested, guys, okay, feel, we are providing real-time training, guys. Okay, uh, so if you want to learn any IT technology along with the data stage, okay, so reach out this number 9538. So for the data stage, we are going to cover new batch regular classes. We are going to start from tomorrow. Okay, so if you want to learn data stage, feel free to reach out this number, guys. Okay, so we're going to, there are multiple trainers are there. So all are very good expert trainings, more than 10 plus years of experience trainers we are having. So we'll provide good quality training. Feel free to reach out this number, guys. Okay, 9538160185. Okay, so the daily class timings morning 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST Indian timing. Okay, so thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, this is from Nandini Software Solutions. Thank you.